Welcome to this night's episode of Book Talk, sponsored by
the G. Garth Association, a foundation for a better future. Invest today.
Tonight, we're going to be speaking about the art of racing in the rain.
As if our strict fellowship of listeners would know that we recommended this book last week, and we're going to be talking about this week.
Look, McNamara, you're now the Secretary of Primates.
That was a good joke, Stephen. I really liked it.
What'd you call me?
Today, you can see how good it is, because it's a New York Times bestseller, like every book you've ever read. And look at this amazing quote by Sarah Gruen, the author of Water for Elephants, one of my favorite personal books. I listen to it read it. I watch it every day.
I watched the movie 3 times, and they didn't even make one.
There was no elephants. It was really changing.
I saw a giraffe.
Giraffes.
It was Jehu. He turned into a giraffe, like in that movie, Donkey Alley.
She says, this old soul of a dog has much to teach about being human. Loved this book. I'm also going to read the back, some more quotes. Joyful in its language, creatism in its narration. The app crashed. We're no longer...
I repeat, the app crashed. We're going into nuclear war mode. McNamara, grab your weapons. False alarm. It appears the nuclear strike was just a horde of zombies trying to get into the Pentagon. We will continue this broadcast as per scheduled.
So, to all our listeners who were feared by this, don't worry. We're all okay. With Garth Industries...
I lost an arm.
With Garth Industries, you'll be okay. As I was reading, this is an amazing quote. This quote just tickles my underwear. Joyful in
That was me.
Joyful in its language, creative is its creative in its narration, and affecting in its story. This is a terrific book by the Seattle Times. They suck. Also, Entertainment Weekly, the true news source for books. Fans of Marley and Me rejoice. Thanks.
Nixon loves that movie.
I'm glad someone was like,
Alright. We need to check the structural integrity of this book right here.
Okay,
so we need to measure the...
As per usual on this segment, it's called checking the length.
Alright, so it appears that the length of this book is about exactly 8 inches.
Whoa.
So good engineering on those guys' part.
That's
I really commend you.
That's really rare to see in modern day books. Usually they're around 8.5 or 8.2. This is a solid 8-inch book. I'll give that. That's really impressive. I really enjoyed that.
I really like that. Also, now if you go for the width, we're gonna really spice things up here. We're gonna go for the
Oh my
width.
God, are you serious?
Oh wow. Oh, they really threw me for a loop here.
You don't see this too often.
That looks like 5 3/8. The dog is literally 5 3/8 across. So that's really interesting to see. You usually don't see that. So now if we go for
the length of the book,
if we go for the other width, because
this is in real life and there's 3D.
It's about 3/4 of an inch, but I wouldn't say it's perfect. I think they skimmed a little bit. But I must say, guys, I'm really impressed by the length of the book. You did a really good job, and I'd hire you anytime to do my book with.
Can I say this publishing company? I'm gonna look it up later. I'll ask Janine, get on it. Because
it was a good book.
It was a good job.
We just heard word from the Secretary of Primates that Dale Earnhardt
Jr. is dead! Exclamation point.
He died in a marching accident.
Is it recording? I'm gonna get Janine to get on that. We'll get the publisher, but this book is solid. Like
I give it a good 13 out of 15.
I was on the same wavelength as you.
Really?
This is exactly how I was thinking. Because I've
93.1.
No, thank you to our sponsors, Janine Garofalo.
I love you, Jareen.
Fun times are to be had. Thank you for sponsoring. Because I remember that one book that we measured was 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. That was a very hard book to read.
I was not impressed by the typeface either. It only supplied for about 3 letters per page, and I can't say it was an enjoyable read because of that. I mean, I thought it was kind of fun, you know, trying to piece the entire book together, but it was way too thick. It was just structured really badly.
It was a structural mess.
Yeah, and it was just falling apart all over the place, you know.
All right, but now let's get to the meat of the book.
Oh no, no, McNamara!